I was really happy with the defense today. So much improvement, I thought, in a couple of days. Just a renewed energy and intensity, I thought, defensively. I thought our zone looked really good. We seemed to communicate a little bit better. And overall, really pleased. I thought the rebounding was better. Generally, everything just looked better. Offensively, we did some really good things in the second half. And I think we're just going to continue to get better offensively as we work our combinations and people in the game. But I thought Lindsay was superb. It was great to have her on the floor for all that time. And having Taya back was just a huge boost for all of us. That was really important, I think, to get her back in the lineup. So really happy with everybody today. No, not everybody.
Can you just describe the switch for you guys when you went to that zone and how it just kind of changed everything?
Well, we hadn't shown it before. We didn't play much of it last year, so I think they probably were expecting a little more man-to-man, and I thought the way we played it was just really smart. I thought we communicated well. We helped each other really well. And, they missed some shots. I think they got some open shots that they missed, and I think they were pressing a little bit after missing a few shots. So really could have turned the game around even quicker had we made some shots offensively, but I thought it was good.
And Matt, it's kind of the same question for you. I mean, what changed for you guys once the defensive end started picking up?
I think just we threw a different look at them, tried the zone, it started working really well. We were communicating on the screens and everything, trying to get rebounds, and I think we disrupted them a little bit, and so we stuck with it for a little bit.
And how did that fuel your offense from there? You guys hit, I think, 4 or 5 down the stretch to kind of open it up.
Yeah, well, we try to play good defense, which leads to offense. Some of our shots weren't going on offense, so try to pick it up on defense to lead to points, and I think that happened.
You had 38 points inside today, I believe. Easy to get inside.
I thought Taya and Kat really were working hard inside. Bree was a little bit off today, but I thought those two did a really nice job. I thought we were looking inside. We were trying to post them up a little bit more than we did in the last game, and I thought we were a little more effective doing it.
How important is it to have Taya back and playing, especially if they're focusing all their effort on Brianna in the middle and maybe she's a little off?
Yeah, I think the big thing with Taya is that the experience. She just has that big game experience. She has the defensive ability. She's a good communicator. Everything that she does, she just makes us all a little bit more confident because she's done it all before. So I think having that experience on the lineup, I think, is really important for us.
And Catherine, just your game tonight, 6 to 9, pretty efficient. Is it just a matter of being in the flow of the offense and getting your points as they came to you?
Yeah, I think it's just being in the right spot at the right time. It's easy looking high-low. I know Taya found me a couple times. Lindsay found me, and also running the floor. I think it's just defense leading in the offense. I think that's really what helped.
Probably no concern when you guys are tight there in the first half, but just what's the mood or the mindset, Lindsay, when you guys are playing kind of a close game there to kick it into that next gear?
I think we focused on just kind of slowing down and taking our times. I think we forced a few passes, which led to some turnovers for them, or easy baskets for them. So I think we just focused on taking our time and working our sets and just calming down a little bit because we had some easy shots that we were just missing underneath around the basket.
What do you say to them at halftime about the shooting? Anything?
I was really happy at halftime. They only had, I think, 17 points, and that was just great defense. And that's all we can control. We can't control the ball going in the basket. I thought the shots we were getting were good. We took maybe a couple too many threes. I thought we could have got inside a little bit more. We never really got to the foul line. I think that there was a couple of quarters where nobody got to the foul line. So I thought it was a really well-officiated game that we could, all play our game. But I thought we could have tried a little harder to maybe get some contact by driving the ball.
And then anything particular from this game you think you can take into Saturdays or?
Yeah, I think a lot of positives, and yet still some things we can fix. I think offensively we got some work to do. I think our sets are good. We need to work on our post feed. I think we can run a little bit better. I don't think we got the transition game going quite as well as we could have today, and plenty. There's a whole list of things we can get better at.
And then that zone, we're likely to see a lot more of it this year.
Excuse me?
And then are we likely to see a lot more of that kind of zone defense this year?
You know, I think we're a team that's going to take each game and say, you know what, today the 1-2-2 is great. The next game we might not play any zone. So I think that we'll give some different looks in different games depending on the offense and how we're guarding them. This was a team that was difficult to guard. They ran really great sets on man-to-man. So I thought the zone was better for us today.
Was the plan to run that in this game regardless, or?
Yeah, we
go
wanted to at
it?
least try it. And then when we looked at their offense, you know, we have a couple of zones that we look at, and then the 1-2-2 seemed the best fit for their offense.
Are you still feeling combinations?
Oh yeah, that's going to be till January. Yeah, we got a, you know, a lot of depth and trying to put those pieces together, especially when two of them are freshmen and you just don't know. I thought Enrique played really well today. And Marina played really well last game. So, you know, I think the two of them are really important to us, and we just try to get them a little more consistent.
Any final questions?
Looking ahead then to Saturday's game in particular, do you think there's anything that just needs to be done? Or
Well, you know, it's our first road game, so that's always a challenge. I think it's a sellout. From what I've heard, the tickets haven't gone since maybe August or September. So they really like their women's basketball in South Dakota. So it's going to be a challenge. I think it's our first hostile arena. We have a veteran group starting, so we hope that they'll be setting the tone. But then after that, you know, getting the freshmen adjusted on the road, everything's new. So that's always a concern.
Okay. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.